Hi there, my name's Bob, better known as Diabetes Bob. I've been a type 2 diabetic for the last 22 years. I was diagnosed when I was age 50, so that makes me 72. But at age 50 I went into the doctor and they checked me out and found out that my blood sugar was 550. I would say that is really a full-blown diabetes. So they put me on medication, and I took metformin, Actos, and some other things. And it helped me out a little bit. I got my blood sugars down to maybe an acceptable level, but not a great level. My blood sugars run anywhere from 140 to 180. My triglycerides and my cholesterol is a little bit high. And but that's where I was for 18 years. And that's what my life was like for 18 years. But let me tell you what happened in the last 4 years. In the last 4 years, I read an article that was about Pima Indians out of Mexico. They lived on their natural foods and whole foods. They only had 5% instance of diabetes, but a group of them moved to southwest Arizona, and they went on the Western diet. That's the diet that we have here, and their instance of diabetes jumped up to 70%. So basically that got me to think, if they never had diabetes when they were on their whole foods and their natural foods, only went to 70% when they went on the Western diet, then maybe diabetes is really food related. So I really started doing a lot more research. And fortunately for me, I ran into the Glycemic Food Index list. All foods have a number on the glycemic index. The higher the number, the more sugars, the more bad carbohydrates in the food. For example, sugar, pure sugar, or even the white bread that you eat, that's at 100. And that is really bad. I mean, if you take a piece of white bread and eat it, it doesn't even stop to digest. It just basically passes right on through. And because it digests so fast and it's got the bad sugars and carbs in it, it causes sugar spikes. Foods that have a number of 55 or less are a lot more healthy. They have less bad carbs, less sugars, more protein, and more good carbs. And it makes it easier for the body to process. It slows the digestion system down, which means you don't get as hungry as often. It's got good healthy fibers in it. It's got good protein in it. And so I changed my eating habits. And I started eating the foods that were 55 or less on the index. Amazing thing happened. All of a sudden, my blood sugars that were running 140 to 180 on my medications without changing my diet, after changing my diet, they dropped down and now run from 100 to 115. I mean, that's fantastic. For the first 18 years, my A1C number was always high. It was running 7.5 to 8.5, and anything over 7 increases your chances of getting a disease like heart disease, kidney disease, liver disease, eye disease by 70%. Today my number is 5.8. I've reduced my risk for those by 70%. Not only that, but my eye doctor, for the first 18 years I have an eye exam every year, I always had diabetes in my eyes. For the last 4 years, the diabetes has dissolved out of my eyes. And I think that's a good indication that you can control diabetes. I'm sort of healthier today than I was at age 50. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, or anything like that. I can only speak from my own personal experience. So what I hope for anybody that's watching this that has diabetes, that they'll check out and start looking at eating the more healthier foods and start to reverse their diabetes. You can eat those healthy foods, make great meals out of them, and all you need to do is learn how to love your health more than you love your food. If you change your eating habits, it's going to be a lot healthier for you and a lot easier on your body. What I would recommend is that check out my website called the Low Glycemic Food Index. I also have one called the Glycemic Food Index list. And they'll be listed here at the bottom of the video. A lot of great information. I have great recipes for low glycemic foods. Check it out. My prayers for you is that you start loving your health more than you love your food. I know that if a 72-year-old like myself can get his diabetes reversed, I'm sure that you can too. So from me to you, have a great, healthy life. Thanks and have a good day.